In 2024, Doechii looks set to be one of the biggest artists of the decade. But fast forward to 2025, this couldn't be further from the truth.
It's fishy. Ain't nobody heard from Doechii.
Yo, it's about what?
I knew you would say that.
No, I don't know.
Me neither.
What, the industry playing shit?
After losing half of her monthly audience and destroying her reputation with one of the worst songs of the decade, it's sad to say, but Doechii's career might be coming to an end.
Oh, Doechii rant? Oh, dude, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that industry plant. Don't get me started. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro.
But how exactly did we get here? Well, it all started with her controversial music. At one point, Doechii was everywhere. TikTok couldn't stop looping her songs. Critics hailed her as the next genre-blending visionary, and her signing to Top Dog Entertainment made history as she was the first female rapper to ever join the label. Unlike most artists these days, Doechii was relatable. Her energy didn't feel forced in any way. It was as if she was the female version of Tyler, the Creator.
And you got Doechii on there. Doechii!
Genius. Love her.
Won a Grammy!
She's an alien.
So that unapologetic weirdness made her stand out. By 2023, she had finally gotten her big break, and the world finally knew her name. She was doing Tiny Desk performances, magazine covers, and getting cosigns from the likes of Kendrick Lamar to even Tyler, the Creator. It felt like Doechii couldn't lose. But that's when the cracks started to show. As Doechii received more and more of the spotlight, her true colors began to show. And it all started with her Grammy nomination. In 2024, Doechii dropped her mixtape, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Initially, it peaked at number 124 on Billboard and only sold 11,000 units first week. So it's safe to say the album was mostly ignored by the masses. But after some last-minute press runs organized by TDE, the mixtape started receiving attention. And not too long after that, it was nominated for a Grammy. This was when the red flags started showing, because how on earth did a mixtape no one had heard of suddenly get nominated for a Grammy? The only possible answer was that Doechii had to be an industry plant. Fans online accused her of being manufactured by her label, which wasn't fair since she was making music for years before finally getting noticed. But that didn't matter. People had already made up their minds about Doechii, and the haters had even more reason to hate after she actually went on to win the Grammy.
I put my heart and my soul into this mixtape. I dedicated myself to sobriety, and God told me that I would be rewarded and that He would show me just how good it can get.
After her Grammy win, Doechii couldn't ignore the rumors anymore, so during her Billboard speech, she tried to set the record straight.
When I say that it is not a button, it is our brains. It is not a machine, it is our leadership. It is not a conspiracy, it is our vulnerability. And it is not an agenda, it's God.
But Doechii wasn't fooling anyone, as even Kanye West started asking questions on how she got so big.
Who is Doechii? Is how you say her name, Doechii?
That's an industry plant.
That's what I'm saying.
But if we are being honest, two things can be true at the same time. While Doechii has undeniably been receiving backing from a major label since before getting signed, we still have acknowledged all the hard work she was doing before anybody knew her name. But as you know with Doechii, fans will hate on her for pretty much anything, but during an appearance on the Hot Ones, she actually gave them a good reason to crash out.
What's my biggest dating red flag? This is a huge red flag for me. All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men. I mean, strike one. You're a man. Yeah. And you're heterosexual. Yeah.
These comments weren't taken very kindly by hip-hop fans, since if you put it into consideration, a large amount of hip-hop listeners are actually men. That's why longtime Doechii glazer Joe Budden had to remind her of this.
If Doechii is fluid, which she is, to my knowledge, she don't date straight men. So if you're asking somebody what is a red flag in the people that you date, and you respond with people that you don't date, then what is the point of that other than to be divisive and to offend? We have Doechii up here, and when we see Doechii getting these awards and when we see her winning, like, straight black men feel represented also.
And if her reputation wasn't in the trash already, she further tainted her image after she was exposed for being a jerk during her first ever Met Gala.
Give me another note, stop.
Instead of apologizing for her deplorable behavior, she chose to downplay the whole thing. But by this point, Doechii was still respected by hip-hop due to her consistent output of good music. But she somehow managed to ruin that too with the mistake we now know today as anxiety. Initially, the song was discovered in her archives by her followers, and after hearing only a snippet of the track, they demanded she release it. Little did they know, they would live to regret the day. The song was a sample of somebody that I used to know, so Doechii needed to get the song cleared before releasing it, which she managed to do. Due to its heavy presence on TikTok, the song received a lot of attention. But not the good kind, as anybody with 2 working ears would tell you that the song was pure torture. This caused people to crash out every time they were rickrolled into listening to her version other than the original.
Son of a bitch.
This sentiment was also felt by popular streamers such as XQC, who bashed the song for its lyricism.
Chat, this f***ing sucks, what? I feel the song is downgraded in every way possible. Dude, she's just talking over the good song. I'm so confused.
Aiden Ross also decided to join the hate train, only he wasn't as kind as XQC.
Yo, I hope everyone, Doechii rant? Oh, dude, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started. You guys can say shit, whatever you want about me, but one thing about me is I'm not an industry plant. Now, fuck Doechii, the umbrella clip pissed me off. What an entitled, unintelligent piece of shit she is, bro.
It's clear the industry was on Doechii's side in this instance, as Aiden Ross was financially punished for his sins.
Oh my God, I'm so mad at. My PR was finally getting better. I had 2 deals lined up. Same with DD. I was talking to him. Lost both my deals. On God.
Yo,
like,
they f***ed up DDG yesterday, didn't they?
Yes, bro. They f***ed up my shit. Like I had an ad deal too I was gonna do.
But while Doechii might have won the war with Aiden, the same can't be said for the PR war she's currently facing right now, as it looks like her flame is sadly fizzling out, as in the course of a year she single-handedly managed to lose half of her monthly audience. But here's the thing, Doechii's downfall might not even be her fault. We're in this era where artists are expected to be everything: deep, viral, marketable, and authentic, all at once. And if they miss one of those marks, the internet turns on them overnight. Doechii's biggest sin might just be that she tried to play both games all at once. She tried to be raw and authentic, while also being marketed as polished and professional. What makes her situation so ironic is that she actually earned her success. She wasn't industry built. She was uploading her own videos from Florida years before anyone knew her name. But somewhere along the way, the story stopped feeling organic. The biggest problem with Doechii is that she's too famous to be underground, but too misunderstood to be mainstream. But by no means am I saying this is the end of Doechii, because while her fall from streaming grace looks bad on paper, it might also be the wake-up call she needed. Because the truth is, Doechii's still one of the most talented artists of her generation. She can rap, sing, perform, and conceptualize at a level most of her peers can't touch. But if she wants that second wind, she's going to have to strip it all back. No label gimmicks, no viral bait, just her. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, but till we meet again, Godspeed.